Hello, Internet, your friendly neighborhood gremlin here, and today we're kind of doing a Roanoke thing. Essentially, we're using Happy Home Paradise to plan the exterior for the Little Red Riding Hood build, because as you can see here, this is the Little Red Riding Hood build I did originally on my channel, and while the interior was brilliant and I was really happy with it, the exterior was not good, so I didn't want to have to try and do this again just straight on the island the first time, because it is much harder to sort of like fiddle around on the island and sort of get a good picture of what's going on. I'm not saying that this is exactly what it will look like on the island, and if you do want to see me do the actual island build, we could do that as well, but this is what we needed to do today, and that's kind of what you're getting. So what I did here while we were, talking that through was I just pulled all of the items that I thought I might want to use. We skipped doing that through the catalog because no one wants to watch me scroll slowly through literally every line of the catalog to see if there's something I want. So here we're building like a little seating area with the fireplace, which is not something I'd regularly do in an exterior build, but you want the outside of the build to also say fairy tale and kind of tell the story a little bit when you're doing island builds, and more so with sort of villager house builds, because the people visiting the dream chest may not be able to go in if the animal just decides to not be home. I think that's how that works. I haven't done a whole lot of dream address traveling. And what we're doing on the right side is building kind of like a garden, because I imagine if you live in a forest, you're probably going to have your own garden, but also Granny is sick in bed, so she's not really tending the garden. And so we just put a bunch of weeds and then a bunny in it instead of, like actual produce or flowers or anything. I don't really have a lot of answers about the insect display case thing, except that I liked it. It may be vetoed on the actual island because it is a little weird. But maybe the best part of the build is the little like dolly that we have, because she's dressed a little bit like Little Red Riding Hood, which feels kind of like a nod to the fairy tale. And I don't know, I felt real clever while doing it. And here we are trying to make paths happen, I guess? I don't know. We just make a bunch of kind of rounded shapes. We have the one sort of at the front of the house there, and I'm going to feel sad because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to put the path under it like I'm going to do in a minute, so you don't have that green space there. I don't think we can do that on the island. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I don't really place a lot of paths. And then the thing under the fireplace was just kind of, I don't know, I figured that is how it would look in real life. I did consider trying to do a path leading up to it, but I still haven't figured that one out yet, and it was a little bit too stressful. I was really proud of using the stump next to the rocking chair there. We tried to do it in the front, and then I remember you can't actually put things on real tree stumps, which, I mean, I get because bugs have to land there, but also it is annoying. And this thing came together much faster than I was anticipating, mostly because most of the recording was just me sitting and staring at it, not doing anything. And I tried to cut most of those out as best I could, and then we just kind of dressed me as Little Riding Hood. If you have any thoughts or opinions or feedback on what the build looks like, that'd be great. I still don't really know what I'm doing, or if any of this is even going to work when we try to do it on the island, or, just leave a comment with literally anything at all. Comments make my day, I promise. And, hit the like button if you like the video, or just had a good time hanging out with me. And, of course, if you think you might like to do this again sometime, you could hit that subscribe button. But I will see y'all on Wednesday. Goodbye!